Very good morning, cadets. Hope you are all doing well. We are in chapter number 6, that is town traders and craft persons. Till now we covered the topics related to the chapter. Highlights of the chapter, that is administrative centers, temples, towns and pilgrimage centers, a network of small towns, traders big and small, a closer look of Hampi, Masulipattnam and Surat, new towns and trades. And I explained you about the administrative centers. Tanjavur was the capital of Chola dynasty. Madurai was initial capital of Cholas, but later Madurai was capital of Pandya dynasty. Okay. Bronze statue, administrative centers which we studied in detail. Major temple towns which we studied in the last few classes, that is Tanjavur, Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh, Somnath in Gujarat, Kanchipuram, Madurai and Tirupati. We studied about all these things in detail, and we also watched few videos related to all these famous temple towns. Madurai, okay, is famous for the Madurai Meenakshi Amman temple. Tirupati Balaji temple. And we also studied that there are certain pilgrimage centers which explain, that is, one is Vrindavan, Tiruvannamalai and Ajmer. How these three pilgrimage centers slowly developed into towns and the major tourist attractions today. We have seen the videos of Tiruvannamalai temple. This is Mohyuddin Chisti's Dargah of Ajmer. Then we also studied about how a network of small towns and traders slowly were responsible for settlement of professionals or new professions, how the new profession started looking, and tax collection. The communities like Chettiar, Marwari, Oswal, Baniyas, Muslim, Boras, they were the communities. They were also called as trading community, and the trade was across Red Sea, Persian Gulf, East Africa, Southeast Asia and in China. Very popular for spices like pepper, cinnamon, nutmeg, dried ginger. I told you the spices, there is a huge demand in European countries for spices. That's the reason why the discovery of new trade route or sea route by European countries. Hope there is no doubt. Today let us proceed the topic, that is closer look of Hampi and Masulipattnam and Surat. Let us discuss first about Hampi. It is very close to our heart because it is very close to us, because it is in Karnataka, hardly less than 200 kilometers from Bijapur. The architectural splendor of Hampi. Hampi is considered as one of the richest capital city of medieval Indian history, the dynasty of medieval Indian history, that is Vijayanagara dynasty. Vijayanagara dynasty's capital city was Hampi, which was considered as one of the richest capital in the South India. Not only richest capital in South India, Hampi was known for its cultural prosperity as well as wealth, both. Several European travelers, they were trading in the markets in Hampi, and Hampi was so rich. Those days the gold, the coins, like today we have paper currency, those days gold, metal gold was used for the medium, as a medium of exchange. So imagine the medium of exchange in the market is gold. That means imagine how much rich the empire is. Let us study about details given about Hampi in your textbook. Hampi is located in Krishna and Tungabhadra basin, which formed the nucleus of Vijayanagara Empire, founded in 1336. The magnificent ruins of Hampi reveals as well as fortified city. No cementing agent was used in the construction of these walls, and the techniques followed was to wedge them together in interlocking. Today, of course, we are seeing a destroyed Hampi. In Kannada it is said Halada Hampi, means a Hampi which is destroyed because of Bahmani kingdoms. The Bahmani Empire was responsible for destruction of Hampi, but the Hampi was such a wonderful capital city of Vijayanagara kingdom. What you have to understand here, today we use cement for the construction of buildings, but those days they never used, rather they were not knowing the use of cement. They used different materials for the construction of huge walls, temples, and very important that the interlocking system was used to construction of buildings. What is the speciality or benefit of interlocking system? Where one particular stone interlocked with another stone, that interlocking itself works as a strong bond for the strength of the building. This is about the description of Hampi in the tourist maps. Hampi is an ancient village in South Indian state of Karnataka. It's dotted with numerous ruins, temples, complexes from Vijayanagara Empire. So a lot of temple complexes are there in Hampi. On the south bank of river Tungabhadra in the 7th century, Hindu Virupaksha temple of Hampi is very popular. Near revived Hampi Bazaar, a carved stone chariot stands in front of huge Vitala temple southeast of Hampi. Doraijo Bear Sanctuary is home of Indian bears. So this is a beautiful backdrop of Hampi, the huge stones, and you can see the lake. Stone chariot of Hampi is very, very popular. You can even see in this stone chariot of Hampi is there in the currency. Can you tell me which currency? Yeah, Virupaksha temple is also one more temple. So these are the few place of tourist attraction: stone chariot, Vijaya Vitala temple of Hampi, the Gopuram of Vijaya Vitala temple, Ganesha temple of Hampi. That is called Sasive Kalu Ganesha. Sasive Kalu means mustard seeds. Hill temple of Hampi, elephant stable. This is about elephant stable in Hampi. Queen's Bath of Hampi, entrance of Vijaya Vitala temple Hampi, and very important and very popular, that is tourist attraction, that is Lotus Mahal of Hampi. You see here, this is a close watch of the broken wall of enclosure of Hampi. You can see these stones were all kept in a system of interlocking systems. What your textbook says. This is how Portuguese traveller Domingos Paes described Hampi in the 16th century. I am at the entrance gate where those pass who come from Goa. This king has made within its very strong city fortified walls and towers. These walls are not like those of other cities, but are made of very strong masonry such as would be found in few other parts, and inside very beautiful rows of buildings made after their manner with flat roofs. So very, very planned constructed city of Hampi. That is the speciality of Hampi. Hampi is also a major center of cultural activities. So Devadasis, they performed dance before the deity, and these Devadasis used to receive the grants from the or the salary or money from the temples. The majorly who are the people who are involved in the business in those days in Hampi? Mainly the European traders, Portuguese traders. They were all travelled extensively in the city of Hampi. And very popular, that is Mahanavami festival during the Navaratri, or was considered as very popular because Navaratri was celebrated with a grand manner in Hampi. So even today you can see a high platform that is called Mahanavami Dibba, or a platform where they used to celebrate Mahanavami. So these are the very popular things which the Hampi fell into ruins following the defeat of Vijayanagara Empire in 1565 by the Deccani Sultans. Deccani Sultans were the sultans later who divided as Golconda, Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Berar and Bidar. They are called as Bahmani Sultans also. So Bahmani Sultans destroyed Hampi, means after the battle of Rakas Dangadi, that is in 1565. So after defeat of Vijayanagara Empire in the hands of Bahmani Empire, Hampi was destroyed and lost its glory. But still Hampi got its own tourist attraction because of it is a wonderful example for architectural splendor. Okay. This is the image of stone chariot. Now let us check a few videos related to the Hampi. The aerial view of Hampi. You can see the beautiful temple constructions. Huge stone boulders. It's an entrance gate of a temple. Of course, these are all today in a destroyed condition. What is the speciality of Hampi? Everywhere in Hampi you can see small, big or medium sized temples. The entire place of Hampi, that's the beauty of this particular place. Imagine how rich the dynasty of Vijayanagara and how much they were interested in preserving the Indian culture and heritage. You can see that this is the famous stone chariot. You have to get the answer. The same stone chariot image you can see in a currency note. So which denomination you have to find out. How finely carved chariot wheel made up of stone. That's the beauty of that particular monument. Of course, Hampi is also known for monkeys. Those who are visited Hampi, you may come across a lot of monkeys there. This is a Gopuram of temple. I hope you remember, because we discussed about Gopuram in detail when we were discussing about Rajarajeshwara temple of Tanjavur. You can see huge and tall Gopurams. That is the beauty of the style of construction. See how many temples, small temples were constructed, built. Huge Shivalingam you can see. Narasimha avatar. Unfortunately, these buildings, these monuments are not maintained. They are not maintained. This Queen's Bath. You can see a beautiful well. This is a style of construction of wells, and very important, conservation of water. You can see this is a channel where, this is what I said, what we speak at Mahanavami Dibba. This is a stage, platform, where they used to perform the cultural activities. Lotus Mahal. Elephant stable. So I just hope you are able to get a rough idea about Hampi. Though I am speaking to those who not yet visited Hampi. Of course, otherwise your class 7 tour was definitely plan for Hampi. Because of the COVID pandemic situation, we are not able to proceed, even open the school, forget about going for a tour. Anyhow, the left out two topics, that is about Masulipattnam, Surat, and how the new towns and traders. Then question and answer to this chapter I'll continue in the next upcoming classes. Take care. Wish you a wonderful day.